So let us continue our exploration of the lungs and the movement of breath through the torso as we move through a few asanas. For a quick review, let's just remember the three lobes, or revisit the three lobes of the lung. The upper lobe, which is, if you think of the top rib, the collarbone, and the inside of the scapula, a sac filling up that space. This is where your ojas is stored. And it's kind of the top and both front and back of the body. Then we have the second lobe, which is mostly in the front. Of course, the heart and trachea are in the middle. The second lobe of the lung resides here. And then the third lobe, the lower lobe, where in the corona epidemic, most people are, the lower lobes is what is attacked. So lower lobes here, and they extend up the back body, okay? So we'll start out with just a few warm-ups. So first, come into tabletop, and let's just swish the breath from side to side, as if your torso was a container. And we're filling the container up with breath and swishing the breath from side to side of your container. And you could be very fluid with this movement. Let your neck relax. Okay, and now we're going to swish the breath front and back. Let's just start this way. And think of the breath as fluid, moving back and forth. So what the breath feeds, first is your brain, second is your bone marrow. So let's just send breath to the brain and down the spine, back and forth. And go back a little more, forward a little more. And then we'll go on our belly. Bring your blocks to your side. So we're going to do cactus pose. I should show you what cactus pose is before I go down there, like this. Cactus pose. But we're going to do it with the elbows on the ground and the heel of the wrist, or heel of the hand and wrist on the block. Okay, so here we are in our on the ground cactus pose, and we're going to squeeze the upper back and lift the fingertips as we press the wrist down. Now, there are two ways you can put your forehead down. This is a very nice stretch. Or lift your head up. Press the elbows down, press the wrist down, and lift the fingers. Press the toes, the front of where your shoelaces are down, and your pubic bone down as you squeeze the upper back. And, of course, be aware of the lungs and the breath moving in the lungs and the largesse of the lung. Now I'm really concentrating on the upper lung. Shifting my focus to the mid lung. And finally, 2 breaths in the lower lobes of the lung. And come down and rest. Turn your head to the side. Next, we're going to do Salambhasana. So weave your fingers together, push the thumb down, and lift the heart up. Pubic bone presses down. Inhale into the upper lobes of the lungs. Exhale and turn your face to the right. Inviting the breath here to sweep from the lower lobes of the lung to your brain, through your neck, letting the neck relax. And then turn your face to the center, come up again, sliding the thumbs back, squeezing the upper back, pressing the pubic bone down. Big inhale, hold the breath, and then exhale, turn the face to the left. And as your face is to the left, sweep the breath from the tailbone to the brain, through the lungs, feeding the brain, relaxing the neck. And we'll repeat. Slide the thumb down, lift the heart, press the pubic bone down. Big inhale, hold the breath. Exhale. Turn your face to the right. Sweep the breath from the lower lobes of the lung to your brain and back down to the lower lobes, relaxing and cleaning the neck in the process. And turn your face to the middle. Repeat. Lift up, press the pubic bone down, the feet down. Big inhale, hold your breath. Exhale, turn your face to the left. Push up. Come on your knees. And we're going to do a variation of camel pose, somewhat similar to what we did. So you can take your hands and weave them together, push down and lift up, similar to what we did before, but we're going to get more stretch up here in the front shoulder. Now, what you want to avoid is pushing the belly forward. So skin is moving up, and inhale, exhale, lift the heart without sticking out the stomach and compressing the lower back. And breathe. Move the shoulders back, squeeze the upper back. Explore the lungs in this pose. Make your lungs big. And relax. And now come to tabletop. We're going to go up into downward dog. I'm going to show you 3 variations. So we're going to inhale, exhale, come on up. Fill the lungs up with breath. Come forward, exhale. And then again, fill the lungs up with your breath. And then exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale again, and exhale. Second version. Inhale, on your knees, exhale. Inhale, tabletop, exhale. And third version, inhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. With all the inhales and exhales, being aware of the size, the capacity of your lungs, making them as big and blossomed as possible. So let's do that 5 times. I'm going to show you, I'm going to do the down dog to the up dog. So inhale, exhale, 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 inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And just enjoy your down dog or downward puppy, being aware of the back lungs. You can bend your knees if you like. Send the exhale to your brain. Now use your side ribs, your side lung, your middle lungs. Make your torso wide. And now invite the breath into the top lobe, up by your collarbone and top of your top back of your scapula. And come on down. So, that was today's mini lesson. Now I'll get the chair and I'll show people who are chair bound how they might enjoy this practice. So I'm going to get the chair and I'll be right back. We started off with cactus pose, squeezing the upper back. So in your chair, you can make sure your spine is straight, assume the cactus pose, and then push your elbows back, reaching the hands up. So what most people will do is drop the elbows. So check in with the elbows, squeeze the upper back, widen the hand, and move back. Lift the neck like a turtle head out of the shell. So don't let the neck go in. So squeeze the upper back. And breathe. So focus on the size of your lung and having access to the upper, lower, and middle lungs here. And you can drop your arms. Let's drop the right ear to the right. Breathe up into the left upper lobe. Remember, we're feeding the brain. And come up, drop the ear to the left. Bring the breath up to the top lobe on the right. Send some up to the brain, some air. And let's breathe here 2 times. And a few normal breaths. And we'll put the hands on the lower lobes. Breathe into the hands back there. Okay. And for that down dog, up dog, there's going to be 2 things I'll show you. Okay? So, first, if you can stand and use the chair, there are some people who just can't get up and down from the floor. So it's inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now the downward dog, this requires a lot of shoulder strength. So alternately, you could just reach up and back. A few times. 5 times is always a good number. Now, if you can't get up out of your chair, how can we experience that? So you would inhale, exhale, and then inhale. Really pull the breath up here, and then exhale. I'll show you that sideways. So, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So make sure you're using your feet. Okay, we'll do that a few more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, keeping the back flat. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, come up with a flat back. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So that's the lesson for today. Remember the upper lobe of the lung in the top part of the body, the mid-lung, which also includes the breast. We didn't breathe into the breast today, but we did on Tuesday. Okay, you could breathe into your breasts. They're there for you to use, not just, hanging there. And then the back lobe, the third lobe. Okay, so thank you for having me in your house, and I will see you next video on